Everybody, Gio here.
Juan Carlos.
I took him off guard. So we are coming to you from one of our local grocery stores here in Costa Rica, MasXmenos, which is also owned by Walmart. And a lot of you have been asking, what are the prices of groceries? What does it compare to the United States? So as of September 2024, we're here. We're in the produce section. So we're looking at some bananas. So what are those?
They're bananas. They're a little small, but they look good.
Yeah. And what's the price on them? We're going to tell you.
670 colones un kilogramo. 670 colones 1 kilogram, which is roughly like $1.20.
About $1.20 per
20,
kilogram
30.
of bananas. So there you go. That's bananas. So you will pay a little higher price going to the supermarket, and especially this one because it is owned by Walmart. But if you go to a local farmer's market, you'll pay a little bit less. But for the convenience, you pay a little more here, right?
And this is just a few minutes away from our house.
What about the oranges? What are the prices on those? We're just checking it out.
1 kilogram is 1,890
Colones.
which is like $4. Yeah.
$4 each? No,
No,
$4 a
kilogram.
kilogram. So about $4 per kilogram for oranges. But anyway, they have a very nice selection. So I'll pan around and show you. Just we're giving you a little taste. We're not going to go through every price. Just kind of give you an idea. Dragon fruit. Those are 2,250 colones per kilogram, and
Which
that
is
is
like
$5 roughly. Yeah.
apples.
Some apples, yeah. Those are 1,710 colones per kilogram. So that's roughly about.
Let me actually make sure that
Juan Carlos is going to do the actual.
250 each. Oh, so this one is oh well.
2 for 600.
2 for 600. Okay,
So I got a special right now. 2 for 600 colones, and that comes out to
116.
$1.16 for 2 apples.
Apples are usually a little more expensive because
Those are imported because those are Red Delicious. They don't grow them here.
yeah, exactly. Like $5 or something.
And these are like $5 for. You get 2, 4, 6, 8. So you get like 8 for $5. Not bad. And since I used to be, grew up on an onion farm, onions here, 1,240 colones per kilogram. So 1,240 is per kilogram. $2.40 per kilogram of beautiful yellow onions. And one thing everybody's been complaining about in the States is the cost of eggs. So how much are huevos here in Costa Rica?
They're also expensive too. It's by kilogram as well. So
3,000 colones per kilogram.
it's $6.
So you pay per kilogram.
No,
And another,
$6.
$6 per kilogram. And another thing, pretty much around the world, with the
Like these?
exception of the United States, you're going to find eggs on the shelf like this. These are not refrigerated. In the United States, we refrigerate our eggs because they wash them. But here, they keep the original coating on the eggs so that they last shelf-wise for a long time. What you got?
2 kilograms.
2 kilograms, so it's like $12 for how many eggs are there?
30.
30 eggs. So I think the eggs are a little less expensive here than they are in the States right now. So that's good. So now we're going to go to the poultry. We're going to get some chicken. Let's get some chicken breast.
This is enough.
Yeah, so that's 3,293 colones for 4 chicken breasts.
Like $7.
Like $7 for 4 chicken breasts. Now, bacon is not super common here in Costa Rica, and these are imported, so you're going to pay a little more for Hormel. But they do have also the great value bacon, and that's 5,250 colones per package.
That's like $10.
And this one is 6,730 colones, which is roughly about 6,730 colones. So just for one package of bacon, that's $13. So it's a lot more, considering that you can buy these at Publix in Florida for. So this is all the different sandwich meats, and oh wow, this is new. They haven't carried the Smithfield before, but I like Smithfield, and it's on sale. So for 3,800 colones, for a pound of turkey, which is not bad. Oh, hey.
Oh, I see.
We get some natija. So here in Costa Rica, by the way, if you're coming here, they have something called natija or natilla. Anyway, natija is very much like sour cream, but it's a little sweeter here, and it's sort of a staple. You eat it with your eggs, and you eat it with your gallo pinto, which is your rice and beans. It's very delicious. And mantequilla, we're going to get so for 4,275 colones, you get 5 sticks of butter.
$9.
So yeah, almost $9 for 5 sticks of butter. So I'm going to get some sliced cheese. So believe it or not, the imported is not that much. So this is the local Dos Pinos, 2,380 colones for a little package of 12 slices of cheese. Or you can get the Kraft singles, which are imported, and those are on sale right now for 2,650 colones. So just a little bit more expensive than the local brand. So again, it's up to you. To be honest, it's cheese. I don't really care, so I'll save some money and get the local brand. So one more item that's imported that you'll pay a lot more for here in Costa Rica is orange juice. So like the Florida Natural or the Tropicana, it's almost double the price that you're going to pay for the local Dos Pinos. And the local is just as good, if not better, than the imported brand. So save yourself some money. Literally 2,400 colones versus 4,200. So it is literally double the price for the import. What you got there?
It's kefir with 16 probiotics, vanilla, collagen. It says leche fermentada. Never tried this before. I'm gonna try it.
You gonna try it? Is it like a yogurt drink?
I guess, yeah.
Sí, bueno. ¿Cuánto?
Yes.
He forgot we're doing a video about how much things cost.
$10.
$10 for that, but it's a pretty big bottle. I mean, when you think about like Yoplait, like the little tiny, it's probably not bad.
There's different flavors too.
Well, yeah, it's a brand we've never seen, so we're gonna try it.
The brand I've seen it, I don't remember seeing the product.
The brand you've seen, but
Yes.
you've
the
never
brand I've
seen
it, yeah.
kefir. We'll say. So one other thing, a lot of gringos, Americans, like to get, which is not a very popular thing in Latin America, but peanut butter and jelly. Jelly is popular, but if you want to have like peanut butter and jelly, you're going to pay through the nose for the imported peanut butter, just FYI. So like this little tiny jar of Jif, which is crunchy, by the way. Rarely can you find smooth peanut butter. Don't know why. Just one of those things. But that's 4,260 colones. So even in the States, I've never had Reese's creamy peanut butter. I don't think that would be very good. But anyway, I'm just letting you know you're going to pay a lot more for imported peanut butters. Just FYI. And staples, roughly the same price. So, nice 12 grain, whole grain bread. 2,380 colones. Not too bad. 2,310 for a whole grain. They have artisan bread by Bimbo. Bimbo is a big brand in Latin America. Bimbo bread. Juan Carlos is on the leche aisle or the milk aisle. Now, one thing in Latin America that you're going to find different too, much like the eggs, a lot of the milk is on a shelf here, and it's not refrigerated. So that means it's not necessarily been. I think it's pasteurized. I don't know, right? So that therefore the milk can be basically liquid on a shelf, not refrigerated. Even though we take it home and put it in the refrigerator. But prices for milk relatively the same here in Costa Rica that you would pay. But just realize you're going to be buying it in a carton on a shelf. Yes, you can still buy it refrigerated, but it's not as common. Is that a good statement?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something else is like here they're very popular now to have things rich with protein, extra protein. Like this one is 16 grams of protein.
Right.
Uh, whereas this one is just regular.
Correct. Yeah, and Dos Pinos is the main brand. Dos Pinos is going to be the main brand that you're going to find for milk, cheese products, yogurt, ice cream, all of those types of things.
This is very popular too.
Yes, this is very popular to use in your coffee. So we were just talking, one of the things that we can never find in the store here is heavy cream. It's like a rare thing to find in a store in Costa Rica.
Yeah.
And the other thing, being the gringo that I am, an Italian, I like to cook pasta when I'm down here. You cannot, it's very difficult to find actual real Italian sausage in Costa Rica. We found one store, and we have to drive a distance to get it. But this store doesn't, even though this one carries a lot of imports. So again, adjust your expectations. You're in a different country. Not everything you're going to get from the United States will you find here in Costa Rica. And that's okay. But look, you probably recognize that brand. Nature Valley fruit snacks and all of that. They have that here. What'd you buy, Amor?
Yuquitas and tostones,
Oh, okay.
patacones.
So we're on the chips aisle now, so we're going to get those. Now, they have lots of imports here, too. You'll find everything you get in the States. We love the scoops. Juan Carlos's mother likes the scoops, so we always get scoops. How much are they here?
It's like $6.
Wow.
Yeah.
So again, expensive, $6 for a bag, whereas you can probably get them 2 for $6 at a Publix. But they don't have an equivalent brand of scoops.
You want some salsa? Go with them?
What's that?
Salsa.
Sure. You pick. But anyway, they have lots and lots of different kinds of chips. And as Juan Carlos was saying, he picked up us. Let me see if I see them here. What's real popular is plantain chips you'll find here, and yuca chips. Like here. Patacones. And yuquitas. So yeah, the plantain chips and the yuca chips are very good. So if you find yourself in Latin America, highly recommend you get some.
So I like it chunky, and we find it here
Wait, what is he saying? You like it what?
chunky, and we find here picante and suave.
I'm picante, but today we're going to go a little mild. What does that mean? He likes it chunky.
I like it chunky.
Anyway, that's salsa, by the way. So those are roughly 2,250 colones for a jar of local salsa, aka chunky. You know, how much is that, Amor, in dollars? 2,250 colones.
Like five.
$2.50? Like $5. So, yeah, equivalent. Oh, and by the way, if you're looking for condiments, let me show you something. Hellman's is a very popular brand still here. But if you are in Costa Rica, the real popular salsa is called salsa Lizano, and they also make mayonesa. So, the pricing, believe it or not, for Hellman's versus Lizano is roughly the same here. So you're not going to pay like double unless you go up here and you're buying these like imported items. These are going to be much more expensive than if you buy a local brand. Just FYI. So, salsa Lizano, where is it? Looking for it.
aquí está.
Aha. This, if you are coming to Costa Rica and you want a traditional salsa to put on your rice and beans, to put on anything, it is this item. This is salsa Lizano, and it's pretty much a staple. You're going to find it pretty much in every restaurant. Tell them about it, Amor.
This is, as he said, a very traditional salsa that we put in a lot of our dishes, especially in gallo pinto, which is the staple breakfast in Costa Rica. It's very good, so we highly recommend it. And we actually can find this in our local Publix.
Yeah, so it's good because we can get it at home. But we love salsa Lizano. Good stuff. Hola, Sandia. So yeah, while Juan Carlos and I were, while we were in the store, Mama Digna was walking Sandia. So what was the grand total? Do you know?
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna find out. Dun dun dun.
17,292 colones.
17,200.
72,000.
72,000.
292 colones, which is roughly like $112.
Roughly $112 or 72,000 colones. Not too bad. You know,
Wait, actually, I think it's a little more.
It's gonna be. He's gonna do the exact.
$140.
$140 total. So that's not too bad. Again, certain items in Costa Rica, if you're looking to buy imported items that you're used to, if you're a gringo or you're coming from the Western world and the United States, you might want to set your expectations a little different. And don't be afraid to try locally sourced items, like we talked about, right?
Yeah, like for instance, the bacon. Again, the bacon is something that is not very common here. So
right. You're going to pay extra for that because they don't really produce bacon here because it's not something that's common. So pretty much the only bacon you're going to find is imported. So there's certain things like that. But otherwise, groceries are relatively on par with what you're going to pay in the United States. So a common myth here in Costa Rica has always been, oh, it's so much less expensive living in Costa Rica. Not necessarily true.
No.
Certain things, yes, you can definitely find less expensive.
Same, like if you go to the fair instead of to the supermarket, it's gonna be like for produce.
Yeah, if you go to if you go to a local farmer's market and source locally grown foods, which we do often, we have one close to our house. This was just for convenience sake. Technically, we're only here for a week this time. If we were here for a month or more, we would be a little more frugal. So, anyway, with that being said, happiness is
a lifestyle.
And there you go. If you got any questions about shopping in Costa Rica, put them below. We'll be happy to answer if we can. And as always, we appreciate you watching. Ciao for now.